Icereach is the direct result of climate change due to the Cataclysm. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga episode. My name is Adam, and today we're going to talk about Icereach in the War of the Lance era. I would like to take a moment and thank the members of this channel, and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. You can even pick up DragonLance gaming materials using my affiliate links. I'm referencing the Tales of the Lance box set and War of the Lance sourcebook for this information. If I leave anything out or misspeak, please leave a comment below. Once home to an ancient ogre kingdom, Icereach was separate from Ansalon, with the Southern Sirrion Sea and the Southern Courrain Ocean spanning the distance. It was a harsh landscape of frozen winter climates, year-round snow, with a brief respite for a summer which lasted a scant few weeks. South of Icereach led to Chorane, and only the Thanoi and ice barbarians dare settle the area after the ogre nation's decline. And then the Cataclysm came. It pulled warmer currents north, the glacier continued as a slow-moving monstrosity with a mind of its own, creeping steadily northward in the absence of the current. It met with the plain of dust just south of Zeriak in the north, and it continues to shift. As this is an active glacier, there is no land beneath Icereach until you arrive at its original location further south. The ice is nearly a mile thick in places, and local tribesmen seek to discover the land beneath the ice sheet during their vision quests. They will journey deep into fissures, descending hundreds of yards into the darkness. Those fortunate enough to return report finding nothing but ice. Others are not so fortunate, lost to the great mystery. The climate during the War of the Lance era is an annual blizzard. The sun barely emerges in the winter. This blanket of chill air can twist the minds of some who live there or visit. They report an overwhelming melancholy which washes over them for months at a time until they're drawn out into the wastes for a breath of fresh air, never to return. Despite its harsh conditions, it is teeming with life. Of the estimated 3,400 residents, just over 50% are human, and just under 50% are Thanoi. They exist in a constant struggle for resources. These two cultures have been in active war for centuries, with the White Bears, Ettins, and Remoras trying to eke out a living between them. Takhisis ordered the White Dragon Army, led by the Dragon High Lord Fealthas, to occupy Icereach and militarize the Thanoi. She even sent Minotaurs, Ogres, and Draconians south to claim the territory. Fealthas has claimed Icewall Castle and sends monthly Draconian patrols to collect tribute. His orders are to prevent any large-scale conflicts in the area, watch over supply trains traveling through the Plains of Dust, and reinforce troops for the offensive in southern Aragoth. This is a pivotal strategic position for the Dark Queen. Despite this occupation, the Icefolk continue on as they have for centuries, sending emissaries north to Tarsus and Thorbarden, and trading for metal implements like harpoon heads, fish hooks, and sled runners for their ice boats. In return, they have furs, ivory, ice, meat, and blubber, which they subsist off throughout the year. There are few major settlements on Icereach, but as the glacier is continually shifting, some have inevitably been swallowed by the fissures and ice beds that give way beneath their feet. The largest settlement is Icewall Castle, with 800 occupants. It is one of the few structures that remains on the glacier which predated the Cataclysm. It once sat on a high ridge, but has shifted with the glacier to be surrounded by ice. It is occupied by the Dragon High Lord Fealthas and his army. The next largest settlement is Halleck, with just over 700. It's west of Icereach Castle and home to the Bayguard clan of Icefolk. It is at the top of a ridge overlooking a tributary of Ice Mountain Bay. Bayguard clan is a warrior culture which keeps to themselves, though they have recently discovered the Dragon Army. Following that is Cormesh, with over 450 residents. This is an ice barbarian village a few miles west of the Plain of Dust. It is the home of the Arctos clan. They seem to have better relationships with the desert plainsmen of the Plains of Dust than the ice folk of Icereach. It is located deep in a valley, surrounded by an extensive cave system that they use to escape the harsh winter storms. The last settlement is Trandol, with just over 350 residents. It was established 50 years ago by gnomes for scientific purposes. They needed a desolate location to test their inventions in a colder climate. It features a trough which extends nearly a mile from the village to launch their custom-designed ships into the Ice Mountain Bay. The village has grown with other citizens of Ansalon looking to escape the cultures and societies of the north. In addition to the aforementioned settlements, there are a few important sites of note. On the southern shore of Ice Mountain Bay, there's an otherwise unremarkable valley which features a massive white arch rising far above it. Called Barred Door by locals, the arch is completely made of ice, though some have claimed it was constructed of diamonds since nothing can scratch its surface. The shamans call it Kree Sect. They claim the door was used by celestial beings to enter and leave Krynn. It's now barred by layers of ice and permafrost. Ice Mountain Bay is partially controlled by a small band of humans which have eluded the Dragon High Lord. They provide a steady flow of weapons and supplies to the local ice barbarians in their continuous struggle with the Thanoi and Dragon Army. Finally, Sthem is an underground cavern complex inhabited solely by Remoraz. Its cavern walls sparkle like diamonds, but it is a death trap for those unlucky enough to ignorantly explore it. Local barbarian youths visit Sthem to prove their worth to their elders, but many find themselves nothing more than meals for the locals. With Icereach now populated with the White Dragon Army, dragons have taken up residence and are often used to collect tribute from northern settlements and hunt the vast glacier. This is an incredibly important tactical position of the Dark Queen, but one that very few relish in being stationed. And that is all I have to say about Icereach in the War of the Lance era. What do you think of the living glacier? Do you enjoy taking your group into challenging climates and terrains? And finally, have you ever played an Ice Barbarian or Thanoi in a campaign? Leave a comment below. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. This all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, remember, how do you know the Grey Gem isn't controlling you? If it was, it wouldn't be likely to tell you now, would it?